Boom! Welcome back to the Blood Clot channel. In today's video, I will be attempting to replace the filter in the CCV module. That's the crankcase ventilation module on this 2019 Kenworth T680 MX13 EPA 17. Stay tuned. So, in case you're wondering why I'm attempting to replace this filter in the CCV module, is I've been having this code right here, P1407, for quite some time. So what I did was I've been following this repair procedure on my scan tool, and that's the next thing that is left for me to do. So as you can see, number one says oil dipstick secure, that's secure. Number two, the fill cap, that's secure. This one right here is loose or leaking crankcase ventilation hose. I didn't check that as yet, and as you can see, there's like a bunch of procedure that you need to take. The excess oil, sludge, debris, crankcase vent hose, those I can cover just by removing the module. By following this procedure, I had discovered that my crankcase gaskets were blown, both of them, and I was losing oil. So I already replaced both of those gaskets. So I am attempting this right here. So that's the code that you will get in case you're wondering. So the filter in question that I'm attempting to replace, it is right here. So this is the part number, if you're wondering. So I just went to my dealership and they sold me this right here. So it comes with some O-rings, and that's the filter. And if in case you don't know where that CCV module is, it's right there. That's it right there. It's right below your ECM. It's in a peculiar spot. Seems a little bit challenging, but I've watched maybe a video, and this is just me attempting it. So I'll just keep you guys updated. So first thing you want to do is remove your battery cover 617mm bolts, and then you're going to remove all the negative terminals from your battery, because you have to make space by removing this connector from the ECM, and I don't think you want to fry your ECM. Based on what I heard, it's expensive, so let's do that. So remove the negative terminal from your battery. They're off. Always remember your orientation that you take off your negative terminals, because some batteries are installed in a specific way. Alright. So what I'm doing right now is using a Torx 30 and remove the bolts that are holding these ECU or ECM harness on. Make sure you take the battery negatives off because you don't want to fry this ECM. And this one seems like it's the hardest one. The lowest one, the bolt is not visible, so you have to feel around to get the Torx 30 or T30 on it to take it off. Yeah, so far it seems like this is the hardest one. Like, you have to just feel around. As you can see, like, there's not much space to do all of this. It's just in a tight spot. So after you unbolt these connectors, to get them off, you just push back on it like this and then you pull up. Alright guys, so update. Took off all 3 connectors, and let me tell you what you guys really have to do. If you look right here, there's a 13 millimeter bolt. This one, you have to remove it so you can move the power steering hose around. Also, you want to remove a 13 right here. Cut the zip ties if there's any. There should be a zip tie right here as well, and there should be a 13 right here. You want to remove it so that you have wiggle room. See next thing I did, I took off 2 13 that's these guys right here, on top of the ECM, and these 2 13 they were at the bottom of the ECM, one right there, one right there. Guys, you have to take your time and make room to take them off. I use a combination of this 13, that 13, this 13, also had to use this and a shallow 13 plus a swivel extension. So I'm gonna remove the ECM. As I said, you're gonna spend most of your time trying to make space because it's in a very tight spot. So yeah, so I'm gonna take it out and take up that camera. So where we at, I took off the top vent hose And to do that, there is a bracket. There is a bracket right there. This bracket, it uses 213. You have to do that to get it out of the way. And to get the crank hoses off the module, it uses some quick tabs like these, and you squeeze and take it off. I'm gonna be transparent with you guys. Whilst taking this one off, it broke because this hose is supposed to be flexible and all of it is crystallized. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it all off and I'm going to replace it. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. To get off the module, it uses 613 mil. So let me take it off. As you can see, there's not much space to do so. So let me do that and get back with you. So here it is, guys. It's out. So those are all the bolts, 12, and I took it out from up top, so it was right down there. So next thing I'm going to do is remove these 4 bolts and replace the element. So to take off the motor, it uses a 8mm socket. So guys, it's the next day because it got too cold and dark, and I also went to the dealership to get this hose right here. That's the one that was broken, so that's the part number right there. It was $26, and also whilst I was there they had the other hose as well. That's a part number. for 102, so I just got both of them. When I showed the dealership this new thing, because I brought that as well, they're saying that this won't work and I have to get a complete module, which is 1,100 and something dollars is what they quote me. But based on what the instruction in this says, it's saying that I can use this filter, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to install this filter. If it works, it works. If it don't work, it just don't work, and I'll just get the entire module. But according to the instructions, it says it will work. So yeah, so let's reassemble and put it back in. So what I'm about to do is take out the old filter, take off the two old O-rings and replace it with the new filter, new O-rings. The 4 bolt on the motor, they torque to 5.9 feet-pound of torque, and I'm going to tab a little bit of blue Loctite on it as well. So yeah. And there it is, all assembled and ready to go back in. So they want you to put this tag on the CCV module itself, and also they want you to put one right here. They come in the package. So I'm gonna just work on getting this out and replace with the new one. It seems I have to take off this alternator to do it, so let me knock that out. So guys, let me tell you, don't ever break this hose, just be careful. But I guess over time it will break because mine was crystallized, because it runs behind the alternator right here. Let me tell you how I got the alternator out. So what you're going to do is come around here to this tensioner. It uses a 17 mil, and you're going to pull it back and get something to hold it in place. Then you go back around here where the alternator is. You're going to take off these ground. Mine uses 3, so they're right here. Uses a 13 mil. What you're going to do next is take off these 16 mil bolts. It's 4 of them right here for the alternator. Then the power wire uses 13 mil. This is a small, I don't know, maybe indicator or something, used at 10 mil. So that is what I had to do to take out the alternator. Next I'm going to take off this bracket. Seems like it used a bunch of 13. Let me see. No, it uses 13 mil. Then I'm going to take off these two 13 mil and replace this right here. So let me do that real quick. Update guys, so here it is, it's free. So this use 413 mil, then you have to take off 113 mil, 213 mil to get the alternator bracket out. Next, this uses 213 mil, and to get it free you have to take out the dipstick holder. It use 113 mil. So this is a moment guys. And to unplug this right here, all I did, I just put some PB blast because it was all rusted, and there it is guys, it's out. This is what I was telling you guys, this broke because it's brittle. See, it's brittle, so that's the reason why I'm replacing those holes. So I'm gonna just do the opposite, get it back in. Just gonna put this in, screw it on, and then repeat the process backwards. I need to invest in a GoPro or something so that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing instead of explaining. But yeah, that's pretty much it, so let's knock it out. Guys, we're making progress. New breather hose is in, 213 mil. The dipstick tube is back in, and also the bracket is also back in. In case you guys take it off, the shorter bolts for the alternator bracket go low and the taller ones go high, and then you put back these bolts. So now to put back the alternator, this goes on the alternator bolt, one of the alternator bolts right here. So yeah, making progress. So alternators back in, all the negative terminals and belt and all of that is back in. Time to put the CCV module in. This is going to be a struggle, so let's get at it. So I got all 6 bolts in, and they torque to 22.1 foot-pounds. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do right now. As you can see, it's all back together and it's running. So all in all, it took a while, maybe 4 hours or more. But what I can say, so you guys take from this video, is those two breather hoses, they may be crystallized on your vehicle, but just be careful that you don't break them, because it takes a while to replace one, because you have to remove the alternator bracket and all of that. So if you had found anything useful or valuable from this video, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. So until then, just keep trucking. Peace.